So Walt Disney World has confirmed big FastPass Plus changes coming to Hollywood Studios starting August 29th, which is the day that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opens. Beginning on August 29th, Hollywood Studios will be going to a 2-tier FastPass Plus system, and not everyone's going to be happy about this. There's been mixed reactions to this, mostly negative, but we'll tell you what they are, and then we'll give you our thoughts, as if Alex didn't already do that. Hollywood Studios is going to a 2-tier FastPass Plus system. What does that mean? Well, we're going to tell you. In Tier 1 will be every ride except for Star Tours. So Slinky Dog Dash, Alien Swirling Saucers, Toy Story Mania, Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, and I think that's all of them. Yeah. In Tier 2 will be Star Tours and all of the shows. Now, the trick here is you can only pick one FastPass out of each tier.
Yes.
And this is where the controversy comes in. So you're allowed to pick one FastPass out of the first group of attractions that I mentioned, which are all the marquee attractions currently at Hollywood Studios. And then you get to choose, most people I would imagine would go for Star Tours since it's an attraction, or a show, which between you and me, typically you don't need to FastPass. You really don't. Unless you're a big fan of the show, or you have like little kids and you want to sit right in the front row. But even if you have young kids, you don't need to FastPass it. You'll get a good seat for Indiana Jones or Beauty and the Beast or Fantasmic. But this has ruffled a lot of feathers in the Disney community because now you're forced to pick between
all the main rides.
So,
and also like before, we would never really have to FastPass Star Tours. There's usually not that long of waits, but I guess maybe because when Star Wars Land opens, the lines might be longer for Star Tours?
No, I think they're just putting a second attraction in that tier. The whole point of them doing this is to try to scatter the crowd away from Galaxy's Edge on August 29th, because as of the time of filming this video, Walt Disney World hasn't announced any sort of reservation system.
Which they should.
Which I think they should. Disneyland apparently did it right. We've heard nothing but good things about how everything has gone pretty smoothly over there.
Yes.
But again, as of filming this video and uploading this, they have not announced any type of reservation system. So it's gonna be, as far as we know, like a first come, first serve type of thing.
Insanity.
Which is gonna be crazy. And they did announce like extra magic hours, and you can get to the park at like 6 a.m. in Galaxy's Edge. So that seems to be all they're doing right now. TBD, we'll find out. I'm really crossing my fingers that they go with some sort of system, but I think the point of them doing this is to scatter the crowd, right? So you're gonna have everyone obviously going for Galaxy's Edge on August 29th and months to follow, let's be honest. What do you do with the people that are just waiting in the lines? Like, not everyone's gonna be able to get in at this time, and if you're only allowed to FastPass one attraction, that's gonna force people into standby lines in other places.
Right. And another thing to mention is once you do pick one from each tier and you finish those two, you can book more for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so, you can book another one.
Say you do Tower of Terror at like 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then you do Star Tours, say, at 12 to 1. After you finish those two, you can book more. Like say you want to try and get a FastPass for Tower of Terror, you could do that once you finish the two that you previously had.
Now what this is going to do, this is going to force people to obviously pick one attraction from Tier 1, which is going to be tough to do. But we're going to give you our thoughts on what the best way to tackle the Tier 1 versus Tier 2 FastPass Plus system is. So just to reiterate, Tier 1 is Slinky Dog Dash, Alien Swirling Saucers, Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, and Toy Story Mania. Now, if it were us, I would definitely tell you, if you're interested, obviously, because people's interests are going to vary, but absolutely try and get Slinky Dog Dash as your #1 Tier 1 FastPass. Especially
right now, because that's the newest ride in Toy Story Land, and everybody wants to go on it.
And the wait times have varied. You know, they could be as low as, you know, I would say probably the lowest I've seen them was about a 40-ish minute wait. They can go upwards of above 2 hours. So it really just depends on the crowd level and the time of year, even though there really is no like off season anymore at Walt Disney World. But if you can get Slinky Dog Dash and that's something that you for sure want to get on, then that has to be the one that you go for. that is the #1 attraction right now in Hollywood Studios, obviously before Smuggler's Run opens in Galaxy's Edge. If you can't get Slinky Dog Dash and you're a Toy Story fan, we recommend going for Toy Story Midway Mania.
Right.
And the reason I say this is because that attraction, although we're not seeing the wait times that it used to put up, because it was always, you know, 70 to 90 minutes, it's still roughly an hour. You're still gonna wait 50 to 60 minutes at least for that attraction. It has come down a little bit, but it still is really popular, and it's one of 3 attractions in Toy Story, Toy Story Land. So again, if you can't get Slinky Dog Dash, go for Midway Mania.
Right.
And the reason we say go for Midway Mania over Rock and Roller Coaster is because Rock and Roller Coaster has a single rider line.
Yes, and that's usually what we go for. If we really want to ride Rock and Roller Coaster and the line is long, we'll just single rider it.
Yeah.
And usually we get on like the same train, I guess you would say.
No, stretch limousine.
Sorry,
Come
yes.
on, make it a super stretch.
Okay, but yeah, so that's always an option. If, of course, you don't have little kids that you need to go with. If you're just like older like we are, just do the single rider. It's still just as much fun.
Yeah. Hey Chris, can you grab my Black Eyes Paul? Yeah, I don't think we've ever gone on that attraction sitting next to each other. In all the years we've been going.
Yes.
I mean, maybe a couple of times.
But we usually single rider it now just because it's quicker.
Yeah.
And at #3, we're gonna say Tower of Terror, because currently at the time of filming this, they're doing a little bit of refurb, which has made the lines longer than usual. But once this goes into place, the lines might go back to what they usually are.
Yeah, the refurb is supposed to be finished before August 29th. So.
Okay.
And it's not too major. The lines have just been a little bit longer than you normally would see for Tower of Terror. But I would still go with that as your #3 option.
Yes.
Only because the wait times for swirling saucers when Toy Story Land opened were long, but now they haven't been as bad. I mean, you can, if you don't mind waiting 30 to 40 minutes for that attraction, you can get on it.
Yeah.
Tower of Terror might have a similar wait, but if I had to lock down one over the other, I would go with that one. That's just us. Again, like if you
depends on your opinion.
It depends on your opinion and what your family is. You know, like we don't have kids. If you have kids, and obviously they would rather do that than Tower of Terror, they're probably going to be terrified of that of that ride. Then you would obviously go with that. But yeah, just in terms of the wait times and the fact that you can get on Alien Swirling Saucer in a relatively, I don't want to say short wait, but definitely shorter than the other ones.
Yes.
That's why we would go with it in that order. And now it's time for opinions. This is a controversial topic. People online have been just freaking out, for lack of a better word, over this, because you know you can only pick one major attraction. And that's tough. At a time. And that's tough. I've also seen online, and to be honest, I didn't do enough digging into this portion of it, but there have been people that have been saying that this is a chance that this actually might lessen the wait times. Because over in Disneyland, you're only allowed to reserve one attraction at a time, and the waits don't get crazy for certain things out there. I don't know how much I agree with that, to be honest. I like having my 3 attractions planned out in advance. And you still can plan 3, but you just can't pick more than 1 from tier 1. So in theory, you probably would only pick 2, because unless you're gonna fast pass a show, which you don't really need to do.
When I first saw this, I was disappointed. I wasn't too excited about it, but like you said, I guess we just have to see how it plays out and see how it affects the lines and the crowds and everything. So it might turn into a good thing, but like as of now,
I'm hesitant.
I'm not too excited about it.
I'm not too excited about it either.
And another thing to quickly mention is Smuggler's Run is not going to be available for fast passes.
Yeah, good point.
So that's not something that you can fast pass, at least as of like opening day or I don't even know when they're going to have fast passes.
Yeah, they haven't said anything about when Smuggler's Run will be available on FastPass Plus. Should be interesting, that's definitely for sure. So let us know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about these changes? They are big changes, and this is going to ruffle a lot of feathers, like we said, within the Disney community. So we want to hear what you have to say about this. Do you not care? Is this something that you're like, you know, freaking out about? Because we're freaking out on the inside a little bit.
A little bit.
to be honest. But no, we'll like anything else, we'll let it play out and see how it goes. I don't think this is going to contribute to shorter wait times. Who the heck knows?
We'll see.
But yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a nice big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming Disney videos. And with that, see you guys real soon. Bye.
Bye.